I took basic digital photography to get to know my camera well.
I've always wanted to learn how to take pictures. It's not the same thing every day, every class. I'm learning something different.
And I had a really enthusiastic professor that was very passionate about his photography. I had a lot of friends that were into photography, and I had a camera.
It was to fill space for my welding degree. When I started taking it, it became more than just a hobby. It became a passion.
One of the things we would like people to know that you can come into our classes as a complete novice, and we can take you from not knowing anything about photography, not knowing anything about cameras, all the way through being an accomplished photographer. Through our classes, we teach them from the very basics of photography up through our lighting class, which takes place in our new studio on campus.
It's not the same thing every day, every class. I'm learning something different.
I took basic digital photography to get to know my camera well.
It's really amazing to watch people come into the program. They may have never taken a photograph other than with their phone. And to see them learn the camera, basic operation of a camera, and to learn that they can be very creative by having a working knowledge of the camera. We have recently opened a fully equipped studio on campus with lighting, props, backgrounds, everything a student would need.
But inside is something like more art because you can create everything with every light and every stuff, like a field card, everything. I actually like to see picture when professional people take picture, and I compare and look back with my picture, and I think like, wow, how do they did that? How can I set up the light like that?
This challenges me because I've never really thought about shooting people all that much, and now I really enjoy it and just can see the art also in taking pictures of people. It's a lot of fun just capturing the person, seeing the raw emotion.
It made me more passionate just to want to take a more advanced class to show to my friends, to be more of a professional. I think another skill now is with lighting, and because I've always shot natural lighting, and usually I like to shoot very moody pictures, but now taking this class, when it showed me more about lighting, I think I've put a bigger grasp on what kind of image I've been wanting.
And another thing is about the field card like we use can make the model face look soft and look more prettier.
Most people that I see just taking pictures, just point and shoot, point and shoot. Not for me anymore. I have to make sure things look good.
Seeing the fine detail, having purpose for a picture rather than just pulling out my phone like, oh, that looks cool, snap. You know, like I'm gonna take more time and to look at the picture and like actually see like, is this what I'm going for? Is what do I actually want?
The biggest thing is I'm looking at how things look in the light.
Using the camera in manual mode and doing all that and having Tony look and see like, oh, you know, this would all be good except for that one little shadow right here, or this would be perfect except for you have this or that, you know, just those fine little tunes.
I'm like really passionate about like landscape and up close. There's a lot of different perspectives that you can take it from, and especially like macro photography. I don't have a macro lens, but I really want to get into macro shooting.
I like shooting people more than I do, say, landscapes, because it's always something different. It's never the same.
One of the greatest parts of the program are our classroom critiques. It allows everyone to see what others are shooting and what they see, and they can see things in your photograph that you didn't see. It's a community learning environment. It's constructive criticism. I think everyone grows from that.
When you join the class, you see your friends turn in the picture. And something like you just, oh my God, I never thought about that, but my friend see that and it's amazing. You open wider. It's not about jealous. Or sometimes we're jealous because, oh my God, these people just take good, but more than jealous is about you have another idea. You open your mind and your eyes more.
What I've told my friends was just how crazy and amazing how much I've been learning so much about my camera. Know how to shoot portraits and what to look for in lighting. Whenever they do shoots, I'm always having to tell them also to look around for these certain objects or disturbing shadows in your background.
There we go. 3, 2, 1.
Now I like take a bunch of pictures, and even if it's almost the same picture, I'll pick my favorite one, and then I'll like do all the levels and just completely change it in editing.
I just recently took a picture with one of our friends that had a flash fill, and it turned out really beautiful.
If I just show it to one of my friends, they're just kind of like, oh, that's cool. But if I show it to like a fellow photographer, they're like, oh wow, how'd you do that? Like, I've always wanted to try that, and like, I don't know, I do that to people too. Like, I'll ask how they got it.
What did you do? Oh, I'm taking studio photography. And what are you doing outside of class? Well, on my free time, I'm finding time to get a picture for studio photography, not only for the assignment, but I'm also trying to get it just extra practice to become a better photographer.
I turn in my picture first time, and it's in the finalist. That make me proud myself. And this gonna be not happen if I'm not taking class.
There's like a cool sunset, or the sun was just setting or something, and there was an awesome scene, like, man, I've got to stop, or it's gonna bug me if I don't stop. And at least try to take a picture and see what I'm trying to see through the picture with my eyes.
I actually do that a lot. Just the other day, I went up to Durango and like Hesperus, and like I went alone because I was like, if I go with someone, they're just gonna be like, no, let's keep driving. But I like stopped on the road like a bunch of times, and I love taking pictures like alone because you can take as much time as you want. I think I'm a lot more confident in taking pictures of people because I know lighting and I know fill cards and everything. I'm learning poses, I'm still not great at it. I used to never take pictures of people, so now I can finally take pictures, be proud of them. People are like, oh hey, will you take a picture of me? And I'll be like, yeah, sure. Well, this class has really helped me a lot.
You look very pretty.
Yeah,
You'll love it, you'll love it. All right, so give me a big smile, all right? Big smile, there you go. And 1, 2, 3.
I think it's always going to be a hobby. A profession, if I can find the right people, the right subject matter. Yes.
And I'm the one who always have a dream about to be a photographer for magazines or journalist, something like that. That's gonna be my goal. I'm still studying, I'm still learning more. Because myself, I have high respect.
What I'm most passionate about is landscape, but I've started to really grow and find passion in taking pictures of people.
You have to always change the way you approach taking pictures.
It's it's art when you actually take it. Feeling that the photographer has, in my opinion, when you look at a certain photograph, that you can feel the passion just by looking at it. It's fuel, just literally, that's what it's doing. It's feeding my passion just to become better.
At San Juan College, we have one of the few complete black and white programs available, where the students learn to photograph, process the film, and make enlargements of their photographs on their own in our dark rooms. We have beautiful facilities, finishing rooms, everything a student needs to complete their black and white photography. It gives the student an opportunity to be very creative. It's a very hands-on and a really satisfying program.
Which means make it darker.
Oh, that
I cropped out a lot.
Yeah, I like that a
I think
lot.
I may need a filter though.
I just burned down this edge a little bit around here to kind of match that up a little bit. It looks good cropped like that, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. More about her in there. It looks good though.
Thank you. I really like this photo now that I'm looking at it.